Hello everybody, it's Nell here. How you guys doing today? So in today's video, we are going to see what the next 3 days have in store for you. This is a timeless reading, so watch it when you feel called to watch it, okay? I'm going to try 3 different piles today. I've been doing 4 and I do enjoy breaking it down a little bit more for you guys, but my analytics are showing that not too many people watch the 4th pile, so we'll try 3. I'll see how I feel. You guys let me know down below how you feel about 3 piles versus 4, and we'll see how it goes. So yes, let's get into the next 3 days predictions for you guys. As you can see on pile 1, we have this card that says the prayer. On pile 2, we have this card that says the pilgrim. And then finally on pile 3, we have this card that says kairos. So pause the video if you have to. All the timestamps are linked down below for you guys. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Do not force anything that is not meant for you. It doesn't help you or anyone else if you do that. Let's see what the next 3 days have in store for you. Hello pile 1, so if you guys chose the prayer card, then this is going to be your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but let's see what the next 3 days have in store for you. As you can see, I've already pre-pulled your tarot cards right here, so on camera we will pull some clarifiers and also some oracle cards. I probably won't read too deep into this, only because when it's such a short amount of time, I don't like to nitpick every little like minute and hour, you know what I mean, because that doesn't really help anyone. But yeah, we'll get some clarifiers and some oracle cards and such. So let's get into your reading. So first off, with the prayer card, I feel like you guys are waiting for something, hoping for something, wishing for something, but I definitely feel like there's a waiting feeling, like you're waiting for something to come in. Let's see what else you got. I tried to do just 1 for everybody and 2 kept coming out. So we also got a gape. Okay. So a gape makes me think that there's something that is shocking that's coming in, or at least that's what you're hoping for. Something shocking. If your mouth is agape, it's like it's open in shock. It's like, what? Some people in this pile could definitely be spiritual and or religious too, with the prayer and agape, since these do speak of those things. So some people in this pile could be spending the next 3 days in spiritual practices, doing spiritual things, religious practices, religious things. But let's get into the tarot cards and see exactly what's going on. Alright, so we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Moon, the Six of Cups, ooh, and the Devil. Okay, gotta move the Maneki Neko out of the way. It's really interesting that the moon came out, because on the day I'm filming this, it's actually the full moon, which is so interesting to me. So if you're watching this around the time of some sort of full moon, new moon, whatever it may be, I could definitely see some people in this pile doing some manifestations, some rituals. Definitely if you involve the moon and stuff like that in your practice, then I do see you guys doing that over the next 3 days. I know that's not going to apply to everybody, but this is so loud and clear. The Devil does speak of occult practices. And for those who don't know, that does not mean satanic. It's just in tarot, the Devil card does encompass the occult practices. I don't know why, but anything that was like spell work, anything that's considered maybe witchcraft or whatever, I definitely see you guys performing these manifestations, these rituals, these spells over the next couple of days. But also I think you're going to be really surprised at the results, especially if you're using the moon, or if you're thinking of using the moon in these. I think that you guys are going to be really surprised at what could happen with this. So I know that doesn't apply for everybody, and I almost didn't say it first because I don't want people in this pile to click off if it doesn't apply to you. However, I just had to, because it's like literally it screamed at me in my face, especially if you're using like candles and stuff like that, because the agape card does have the candles. If you have an altar or deities or something like that, I can see that. I don't know whose energy this is. I don't know if there's multiple people in this pile who are like doing that, or if there's just specific energy here that's just like screaming at me about this. But yeah, I just wanted to say that first because it's like in my face. But let's get into what else I can see for other people in this pile for the next 3 days. I do think a lot of people in this pile, if it wasn't the first option that I was speaking of, I do think a lot of people in this pile are dealing with some negative energy, 100% with the Devil right here. Queen of Swords in reverse also isn't really a character that I really like. This could be a specific person that you're dealing with. The Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who's a manipulator, somebody who's a liar, somebody who's kind of mean. They can say and do really cruel things. Sometimes the Queen of Swords in reverse can also mean a narcissist to me. It's come out a lot of times like that. Obviously, don't make it apply if it doesn't apply, but this is just not a good energy. It's a very confusing time, 100%. And next to the devil energy, it's kind of like confusing by design. There's somebody or something in your life that over the next 3 days specifically is going to be causing a lot of confusion, a lot of manipulation here, especially with the moon. This is lies, deceits, illusions being webbed. I said being webbed, I meant being woven. So like illusion energy. There's going to be a lot of things under the surface that you don't realize are going on that is going to be causing like a lot of just toxic energy, bad energy here. And I feel like that's why this prayer card is here, and that's why this agape card is here. I feel like some people are praying for a way out of this, or praying for some sort of solution to this problem. Especially if this involves kids, if there's kids involved in some way, shape, or form with this energy. If you guys have kids, or if you are like connected somehow to this energy because of kids, I see this being a main focus over the next 3 days, and I don't know why. I'm gonna definitely need some clarifiers here because this is really confusing, and I don't understand why it's so toxic for you guys in pile 1. I think some advice though is that if you are in this hard time, and I know people aren't going to want to hear this, but there is the prayer card right here, and agape, once again, being surprised that your prayers are answered, like not really expecting something to work and it does. I mean, obviously I don't know what you guys believe in this pile, but if you're somebody who does pray, or somebody who would be open to praying in some way, shape, or form, doesn't necessarily have to be like religious praying, but any sort of manifestation, prayer work, something like that, then I definitely think that could help this situation. I really do. But let's get into, I mean, obviously you have to practice spirituality and mix it with practicality. Like you can't just be like, oh, this isn't working, let me just be spiritual. Like, no, you gotta mix the two together. So be practical and realistic and grounded with this situation as well, and try to come up with answers in that way too. But for some reason, this prayer and agape is just really, I normally wouldn't say that because I understand how that might not help, but there's something here about praying or turning to spirituality or religion or something like that that's going to be very helpful to get you through the next 3 days specifically. And this isn't something, by the way, if you're looking at this and you're like, I don't know what she's talking about with this really nasty toxic energy, then this isn't your pile, because yes, I am speaking on the next 3 days. However, you would have been dealing with this for a while. This would have been going on behind the scenes for a while. With the moon card right here, some of you might not even know you're dealing with it. With the 6 of Cups card right here, some of you might have been dealing with it since childhood. This is, yeah, I don't like that. Can we clarify the devil? Can we clarify the 6 of Cups? Okay, that was way more than I wanted to do, but okay. Can we clarify the moon? Look at that, 6 of Cups in reverse, leaving the past behind. But it's like you can't find your way. Oh, okay. Can we clarify? What is this? This is for the devil, so I gotta do that right here. Oh, dependent. You feel dependent on this energy. Oh, that's weird. The moon and the sun is here. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person or this energy is really blocking. Look at that, strength in reverse. This person is draining you. This really feels like the moon in reverse. Wow, this really feels like the classic example of the narcissist versus the empath. You know what I mean? And once again, like, I'm not saying this person is necessarily a narcissist, or whatever situation you are in is necessarily like caused by a narcissist, but it's somebody with similar traits. And yeah, it's just not good. They're very parasitic. They need other people in order to validate themselves, and they'll do this by literally draining other people's energy, taking from other people, but they're really good. A lot of the time the things with narcissists is that you can't spot them right away, is because they're really good at fitting in and they're really good at getting what they want. I mean, I'm not a therapist, so I'm not a psychologist, so you know, if you want to learn more about that, definitely go and look up that. But yeah, this person would be really good at getting what they want, but it's always in their interest. It always comes back to me, especially with the devil here. This is greed, control, manipulation, obsession. Ugh. There might be a lot of anger too with the devil card, because the King of Wands in reverse is a lot of anger. And the Queen of Cups in reverse is telling me that for some reason you guys were dependent on this person or this situation, even though there was such toxic things going on. Yeah, this person or the situation is really causing you guys to play it safe. 2 of Wands in reverse. You can't plan things for the future because you're constantly having to deal with this chaos that this person or the situation is creating for you. Like I said, there's such delays here. Ace of Wands in reverse. You aren't able to come up with new interests, new passions, new ideas, new projects. You aren't able to just, you know, figure out something better for yourself because you don't have any fire, any spark left. This person or the situation has drained your energy completely. Strength reversed. You feel so vulnerable. You feel so exposed. You also feel very disempowered. You feel like, what can I do to fix this situation? You feel like you don't have the strength, the will, the drive. Like, you just feel like you doubt yourself. You doubt your own strength, your own power because of this person or because of the situation. They're keeping you small. The devil, literally, they're keeping you chained down, small. But the moon in reverse is something is about to be exposed within the next 3 days with this person or with this situation. This might be exposed on like a actual public level, but if not, then it's just going to be exposed to you, moon in reverse. Especially if some people in this pile didn't realize how deep or how toxic this situation or this person was. Because the thing with the moon and the devil is this can work behind the scenes. And a lot of times it does work behind the scenes and people don't realize it. So I feel like a lot of you within the next 3 days are going to at least start to come to a realization about how bad this person is, how toxic this person is, how bad the situation is, how toxic this situation is. For some people, this could be literal abuse. You might be finally realizing that this is some sort of abuse, whether that be narcissistic abuse or what, I don't know. But especially if it's a mental type of thing or an emotional type of abuse, because I would think if this goes beneath the surface, the moon down here, I would think that this is something that's not so easily spotted. So I could definitely see it being like a mental or verbal abuse type of thing. Yeah, I think that's why this is coming out so clearly over the next 3 days, is because you're going to realize how toxic this is. I mean, it's happening already to you, and I think it has been happening for a while for you guys. But if you don't actually truly be able to recognize it and realize it for what it is, it's hard to fight it, it's hard to combat it, it's hard to kind of break free of these chains that the devil holds, right? Because you don't know you're being held. The strength in reverse, I think there's a lot of gaslighting here. I think you probably absorb a lot of this onto yourself. You probably blame yourself for a lot of it. You probably are confused. Like, there's such confusion here. Gaslighting, this is huge. Like, you're like, am I making this up? Am I blowing this out of proportion? And I think you have felt like that for a while. But once again, this illusion is being broken. You're about to see this person, this situation for exactly what they are. And mind you, when you see this is exactly what they are. You're not making this up. Like, I'm reading this clear as day. For these 3 cards to come out together, clear as day. This person is toxic. This situation is toxic. This is not good. You don't want to be chained to this energy. This is negative. This is bad. Really bad. This type of person and or situation would literally drown you and watch you suffer and continue to take from you and not care. All the while, there's like no empathy or compassion here. Yeah, I don't like this. I think you guys are also going to be trusting your gut a lot more over the next 3 days, because we do have the 6 of Cups in reverse, leaving the past behind, and then it goes from the moon to the sun. So I think you guys are going to be listening to your own intuition, your own gut, kind of looking at your own subconscious fears. Some people might be doing this with the King of Cups through that cutoff. Some people might be doing this through the King of Cups with like a therapist or a counselor or a mentor of some sort, or maybe even a friend or some other person that you can count on who is very emotionally connected, emotionally mature, and can lead you through what the heck is going on here. But you guys are going to start to break the chains right here of this devil in the next 3 days. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm assuming this is gonna take a while because it looks like this is pretty deep rooted, but this is the start. This is the start of the answer to the prayer. This is the start from going from the moon to the sun, leaving the past behind for good. Some people in this pile might actually, now I'm looking at it too, with the 6 of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups right here, you might actually have been gone physically from this person or this environment or this situation for a while. However, it's stuck in your subconscious. This is like subconscious childhood trauma type of situation. So especially if there's something you dealt with as a child or in your past that really imprinted on you, that was really painful, hurtful, abusive, toxic, whatever it may be, I think even if you aren't in that situation anymore physically, if you haven't been in that situation anymore physically, then I think in the next 3 days, mentally and emotionally, you're going to be able to break free and see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel here. Break free from this energy. Yeah, so we have the 6 of Cups right here, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse, the Lovers, and the 7 of Wands in reverse. Kind of like feeling like it's not worth the fight, it's not worth the battle with this person, which, by the way, you're not being dramatic. Like, it's really not. This person seems to thrive on negative energy, and if it's not just a single person, if it's like an environment or a situation, like, it thrives on this shit. So it's you just can't, unless you can stoop down to the level of this, which is like not something you want to be in. So like it's good that you can't thrive in that energy. It's just, this person's gonna win this fight because they're so negative, they're so toxic, they're just, it's bad energy. I think finally over the next 3 days you're gonna start to realize it's not worth this fight. The High Priestess in reverse to me is like finally pulling back the curtains of all the secrets, everything that's been hidden, right? And finally being able to see the truth behind the curtains that you weren't able to see before. Definitely taking off the mask of this person and or the situation. This person and or the situation was wearing a mask. And people probably even liked this person, or this environment was probably like looked at from the outside looking in a pleasant way or a good way, but like it's like underneath the certain surface it was all rotten, it was all bad. It's finally being revealed to you. You're finally seeing the truth with the High Priestess in reverse, and this is going to lead to a choice for all of you guys. I mean, we're getting past 3 days I think now. This is like really going deep, but just know something important is going to happen within the next 3 days. If you're watching this when you felt called to watch this, that something important within the next 3 days is going to start this cycle at least. Even if it's just on a mental or emotional level, it's going to start unraveling this web that these people, this person or the situation created. I do think there is a choice that's going to have to be made. The Lovers right here, and this choice for some people could involve children as well, if this is that sort of situation that I'm talking about right here. But there's some sort of huge major life choice with the Lover right here that you're gonna have. I don't know where that cut off. My camera cuts off randomly. It pisses me off. There's some sort of huge life choice that you're gonna have to make here with the Lovers. This is gonna be really important. Some people might have to do this choice for their children as well. If this person is somebody who is connected to your children, if you have children, then you're gonna have to make that choice for them as well. And that's why the Lovers is coming up here. Just know that you aren't crazy. I'm validating this right here, right now. And if you watch any other tarot reader who's gonna like tell you how it is, they would say the same thing, because this energy is so in your face. Like, it tries to hide, but it's so in your face. This is such greed, such control issues, such manipulation, like anger, deep anger. This person or this situation, this environment might even involve drugs or severe mental health issues. Like, just know that you're not crazy and you can't save this person. You can't save this situation. I mean, obviously I can't tell you what to do, but you can't save somebody from themselves, especially if they're thriving in this devil energy, especially if they're welcoming in this toxic energy, especially if they want to be this way, right? Yeah, I just feel like a lot of you have to make a choice. Maybe not within the next 3 days, but the next 3 days are going to be important for moving forward in the future, and there will be a choice to be made here about this person, this situation, or this environment. And I think, like I said, I think you're going to be surprised at what the results are going to be. It's like a prayer is being answered, and you're going to be so surprised, agape. Like I said, agape is like when your mouth is open in surprise and you can't believe what's going on. You're going to be so surprised at the truth that is actually coming to light, and also at what goodness can come after you're not tied to such negativity anymore. All right, let's get some clarifiers. I meant not clarifiers. What are these things called? Oracle cards. The next 3 days for you guys. All right, please give me next 3 days predictions for pile 1. All right, so we have communicate. Yeah, I definitely think a lot of people are going to be seeing a therapist or talking to somebody else who is kind of a nurturer in some way, shape, or form with the King of Cups here. This person is definitely somebody who is very emotionally intelligent and can help guide you through the situation and these confusing feelings, because this is like muddled as fuck. There's nothing black and white about this person or this situation. It's very confusing. It's very toxic. And there's probably a lot of fear here. A lot of fear in regards to this person, this situation, and what they can do, especially with the anger right here, and you feel like you're dependent on them. I don't know. It's just very nasty. So I do think there will be some good communication coming in from an outside source. King of Cups here, that is going to help you to guide you through this and to see the truth of like how bad this person or the situation truly is at their core. They are the rotten apple. And then we have determination. Oh my God, that's crazy. I was just saying I felt fear. Yeah, I'm not trying to scare you guys saying that this is coming up specifically in the next 3 days. I think that you guys have already felt this and you already know this, and I think you have been dealing with this for a while. So just know you're kind of starting to break through this fear, this anxiety, these doubts. Literally, determination is right next to it, which is willpower and determination that causes you to move forward, that causes the progress. This is actually the equivalent to the Chariot card, and if you guys didn't know, the Chariot was something that won wars back in the day when they used to use them. Won battles, it got victory, it got success. And obviously, like, it wasn't in an easy way that they won these. They had to fight, they had to battle, they had to get through hard times in order to win this fight, this war, whatever it was. But yeah, this is saying your willpower, your determination is going to bring you through this hard time and out to this prayer and agape, this better time. What was the last card we had? Stillness. Yeah, I really think you're going to finally be able to take the time in the next 3 days, whether it's through a therapist or through somebody else, I don't know, but you're going to really be able to take the time within the next 3 days and work your way through this muddy, rotten energy and really figure out the truth. It's like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and this is going to start to unravel really fast. This is like the beginning to the end in this situation. I love this. Obviously, it depends on what you want to do in the situation and where you want to go, but I definitely see this as like a ball of thread or yarn or something, and you finally find that one piece sticking out, and then you pull it, and then the whole thing starts to unravel. Like, this person has nothing to lean on because they are not a good person. This situation has nothing to lean on because it is what it is. The truth of it is bad, it is rotten, it is toxic, and I think you're going to start to unravel that, and hopefully 6 of Cups in reverse, you'll be able to start leaving this behind 100%. So, and that's why this person kept you in such chaos too, is so you couldn't figure it out. I think this is one of the first times you've been able to be still in this situation, or be still in regards to this person, and actually sit there and think and get your thoughts in order. I think before you probably couldn't do, like, figure out what was heads or tails or something. You were like a chicken running around with its head cut off, right? It feels like very chaotic, and this person did that on purpose because they didn't want you to know their spiel. They didn't want you to know what exactly they were using you, how exactly they were using you, because once you found that out, the gig was up for them. And this person is a parasite. This person or situation is parasitic and needs you in order to survive. Just remember that you have the power in the situation, and obviously, like, depending on how bad this is, how toxic this is, like, you need, like, obviously this is a general reading, so get actual professional help if you need it, but I just remember that you do have the power in this situation, and this person actually depends on you. So all right, so let's get one last card for the next 3 days for pile 1. Please tell me about next 3 days predictions for pile 1. Oh, 3 came out. Wonderful. We love that. All right, so we have compassion, nurture, giving, love, life. Yeah, I definitely think you are going to be coming back to your own sense of self, your own sense of compassion. And didn't I say this is the classic example of the empath versus the narcissist? I also think that you might be getting some compassion and some advice and love coming back into you through whoever this is, however this is coming. If that is a therapist or just a friend or somebody you watch on YouTube or something, I'm not sure, but it's going to be very, very important in order to unravel this mess that this person or the situation has gotten you in. And then we have threshold. What did I say? This is literally the threshold. And look at what it says: perception, surrender, dissolve, illusion. You're literally dissolving the illusion that this person or the situation has I keep saying web, that this person or the situation has woven around you, and you're going to be seeing the truth of it. And they're probably going to try and gaslight you and deny. No, I'm telling you right now, they are the way they are. They are nasty underneath it all, which is why they didn't want you to see it. And then confident, assure, motivation, oneness, positivities. Yeah, so that's that determination over here. I think you guys, even though there is some fear, because I think this has been something that you've been holding on to for a while, I do think that you guys are moving forward confidently. I think you're using your own will power, your own determination in order to get through this mess. And like it says right here, motivation, positivity. I think that you are going to start to see the truth of it all, and in doing so, eventually be able to hopefully leave the past behind in whatever way that works for you. So on the back of the deck we have harmony. Yeah, this is what you're coming towards: balance, energy, breath, flow. So this is really, really like crazy next 3 days. I mean, this definitely went a little beyond 3 days, of course, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this type of energy takes a while to unravel, especially if you have been dealing with it since you were a child or for a long time. It's been a very something that has been in your life for a while. Like I said before, this feels like the beginning to the end, and of course you have to make your decisions, and you have to be the one who faces all these things, these demons, metaphorically, metaphorical demons. But I think in the end, just know that you hold the power, and know that there is help if you need it. So yeah, and like I said, prayer, spirituality, however it feels that can help you, as long as you mix it in with practical things and face this practically as well, I think those can definitely be really wonderful tools at your disposal in order to get through whatever this is. So I hope this helped for you guys. I honestly was not expecting such a deep reading for you guys over 3 days. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't, you know, this dark energy. However, I think that the reason this also came out for me specifically for you guys is because I've dealt with this shit, literally, like the same shit. So yeah, I can really speak with confidence here on kind of, you know, saying that I feel you, I've been there, I've done that, and I definitely have faith in you guys in order to get through it and to get past it. So, because these people, these energies, they're cowards at heart. They really are. That's why they hide. They only want to try to take advantage of those they perceive as weak, and I'm not saying you're weak, but the minute they don't perceive you as weak anymore is the minute they don't take advantage of you. And once again, like, I'm saying this not knowing your situation. Obviously, if you're actually like fearing for your life, like, get some help. But for other people, it might be, I'm not gonna say not as bad, but you know, for other people, it might be something that can be fixed with kind of finding your own power, finding your own spark, finding your own fire again. So anyways, I'm rambling now. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you feel comfortable letting me know down below like what this is about, it not only helps me to read for future readings for you guys, but I'm also like, I would like to know what the heck is happening here, but I understand completely, especially with a reading like this, if you wouldn't feel comfortable sharing that, because this seems intense. So if you do feel comfortable, you can let me know. If not, obviously that's fine. I still love you guys anyways, but I will see you in the next reading, and I thank you guys for watching. Bye guys. Hello pile 2. If you guys chose the Pilgrim, then this is your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't try to force a pile or a message that it clearly isn't for you. It doesn't help you or anyone else. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled some tarot cards. I also had 2 of these come out. I tried to only get 1, but yeah, more than 1 came out, so here we are. Anyways, and then on camera, I'm going to pull some clarifiers and also some oracle cards as well. So let's get into the next 3 days predict. I hate this camera so much. It literally just stops recording randomly, and it makes it so it's like that much harder to do readings because I'm like having to check every 2 seconds whether it's still recording. Anyways, let's get into some predictions for the next 3 days for you guys in pile 2. Let's see what we got. So the other card we had was the Bardo. So we'll put that over here. So let's talk about these oracle cards first. Looks like a face. So I think you guys in this pile might be searching for something with the Pilgrim right here, and this would be something that was like deep, you know what I mean? Because it reminds me of the Hermit card. So this is searching for life purpose, searching for truth, searching for community, just something that you really wanted that you feel like you lack. It's like you want to go on an adventure and find it, and that might be an actual physical traveling adventure, but for some people this is just a soul searching type of adventure, you know? I also think with the Bardo that you guys are kind of in the in-between space right now, which is really not a fun place to be. I've been there. It's kind of just like you're waiting and it sucks in a way, but I do think that you guys are looking for truth. Like I said before, I think there might even be some forgiveness, either forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for other people that might have to be realized here in order to go forward. That might be something you're searching for, is how to forgive somebody, or if you should forgive somebody. Yeah, but overall I just think it's more of a searching energy, so whatever way that applies to you is what I'm seeing here. So let's see what the tarot cards say. So we have Temperance in reverse, and then we have the Ten of Wands in upright. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking for an opportunity. And the Three of Cups in reverse. That was interesting because I was seeing like forgiveness here, and the Three of Cups can speak of somebody else coming in between you and a partner, or like somebody coming in between you and another family member, coming in between you and a friend. Like there's a third party that's kind of disrupting something here. So yeah, I do think that you guys are kind of all or nothing right now. Temperance in reverse. I think that whatever it is that you're looking for, it's like you're not willing to settle for less or for worse or for anything less than you feel like you deserve. I think over the next 3 days you guys are going to be spending a lot of work, a lot of time, effort, energy with the Ten of Wands here, trying to figure out a way way to manifest something, to bring something into reality, to get a new opportunity of some sort with this Page of Pentacles over here. This could be because, like I said before, with the Three of Cups in reverse, somebody kind of messed something up or came in between you and something else, you and somebody else, and that's why you're having to go on this really hard working, soul searching adventure here. I need to stop calling it an adventure. An adventure seems like it's fun, but this is making it seem like with the Ten of Wands over here that it's like a really hard, heavy burden that you have to carry now because of whatever happened. It's like you're being forced to go on this search, to go on this pilgrimage, if you will, because there's somebody here, there's a third party here that kind of mess things up for you. So for other people in this pile, I think that this is just saying that whatever you're looking for, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever opportunity you're trying to get over the next 3 days, you're going to be spending a lot of time, effort, energy on it with the Ten of Wands, but it's to the point that it's like such a heavy burden to handle, but you can't stop until you at least try to get this thing. I can see, especially if you have family or if you had some plans that you were supposed to go out with people or there was just other people involved, I can definitely see you guys canceling because you need to pick up the slack here, whether that be at work or whether that be just something that you're trying to get, whatever this is, Page of Pentacles. And we are going to get some clarifiers. I do see it being kind of a heavy burden of a 3 days for you guys because you're trying to make something a reality. Some people in this pile too, and this would have already happened, so you let me know. But if you do have something planned, if you did have something planned and it was ruined somehow by somebody else, or there was another party involved that something fell through, so you felt like it was ruined, this could be where the imbalance is coming from. You spent a lot of time, effort, energy, like a lot of hard work here trying to make this thing happen, and it kind of fell through. So now you're looking for another way, another option with the Page of Pentacles here, and that's like the opportunity you're trying to manifest within the next 3 days. But that's only for some people. If you already had something that fell through, some sort of event, celebration, gathering of some sort with the Three of Cups that you had already planned and spent a lot of time, effort, energy on, and it just didn't work. I see you guys finding something within the next 3 days in order to move forward with whatever this was. So I literally was just about to pull clarifiers, but the camera wasn't on and Temperance upright flew out right next to Temperance in reverse. Yeah, I think whatever this is about to get healed. I mean, this is obviously going to stretch longer than 3 days. You don't just like forgive somebody in a day. I mean, you could, but I think this is the start of the process, absolutely. And I feel like this Three of Cups energy is in the past, so I think this would be something that already happened for a lot of you guys. So this healing energy over here, this balance that's being brought in is what's coming in the next 3 days for you. So let's clarify the Three of Cups. I don't know what happened. What's up? Oh, that was kind of a lot. I didn't mean to do that many. Let's see. The Magician, that's something you worked hard on. Two of Wands, okay. The Hermit reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, a lot of people in this pile, I feel like with the Three of Cups in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, you're going to have to be canceling plans or just spending a lot of alone time, not really being able to hang out with friends, family, whoever it is that you normally would do things with, because you're trying to make something happen for the future. Two of Wands is a plan, something you're planning. The Magician is something that you really want, something that you want to manifest. Page of Pentacles is the same thing. You're trying to make something that is an idea or something that is in the startup position, like it's in the very beginning stages. You're trying to make this into something full blown. And in the next 3 days specifically, you're trying to get this manifestation into a reality here. I think that's where the Temperance in reverse comes from, and the Ten of Wands right here. I think that you guys are carrying so much burden over this because you're going to be doing a lot of work. And with the Ten of Wands, this could actually be physical work for a lot of you guys, but it doesn't have to be. But it seems like I think you guys are going to be doing like crazy amount of hours trying to work on whatever this is in order to make it reality. Point of like you can't sleep or you don't sleep, you don't even eat. It's like almost, like I said, Temperance is imbalanced, so it's almost to the point of being, it's all or nothing. Like you just feel like, for some people, I feel like you don't think you have another option. Eight of Swords, you need to be freed from whatever this is. There's something here or somebody here who really put you in a tight spot, a tight position, and over the next 3 days specifically is when you're trying to get out of that tight spot, out of that tight position. Can we clarify the Three of Cups some more? Oh, that, yeah. See, I knew that was, I literally knew. I literally knew, because I was like, okay, that explains for some people, but I had a feeling for others in this pile, there was a third party situation here that was like ruining something for you or coming in the way of something for you. Something that was supposed to be happy and celebrated, it wasn't being celebrated anymore because of some other person or some other company, some other situation, some other third party really mess this up. And look what we got, 7 of Swords and 5 of Swords. This is somebody who's literally willing to do anything. Anything. This is giving, you guys are gonna laugh, as I'm filming this, is right when the whole Ariana Grande spectacle was happening, when she like got in between that woman in her marriage and they had a baby and everything. I don't know, look it up, but it's giving like that sort of situation for some people in this pile. This is somebody who's willing to do whatever it takes in order to get what they want, including lie, steal, cheat. They'll say what they need to say, they'll look how they need to look, they'll do what they need to do in order to get what they want out of the situation. And for some reason, this person, this really put a heavy weight on you because of what they did. So yeah, for some people in this pile, I definitely see a third party situation getting in the way of something that was supposed to be fun, that was supposed to be happy, that was supposed to be celebrating. This could be something like a relationship where somebody else got in the way of that. And I'm not blaming this other person solely. If it was a relationship, it takes 2 to tango, but I'm just saying what I see. 7 of Swords could be a cheater, somebody who cheats, somebody who lies, somebody who steals. If it wasn't with a relationship sort of thing, because this 3 of Cups in reverse already happened. I feel like this is past energy. This is kind of the future energy that you guys are dealing with over the next 3 days. You're dealing with the fallout is what it feels like. So if it's not a relationship that you guys are searching for, what you're trying to get through right now with this energy right here, then it's some sort of, like I said, event that you had planned and for some reason somebody messed it up. I don't know if they stole something from you, like stole a deposit. This could be money. This could be stole something physically. I'm not sure, but there's something here where there was supposed to be some sort of celebration, some sort of gathering, some sort of event that other people's lies, other people's stealing, other people cheating really fucked you guys all up. Could even be at work too, by the way. This could be, if it's not in your personal life, you guys could be dealing with the fallout of something that happened at work as well. There's just something here, and I can't really keep going over all the explanations. You're gonna know if this is for you because this 3 of Cups in reverse already happened for you. But yeah, over the next 3 days, I just see you really dealing with the fallout, and it's all or nothing. For some reason, you have to do this now. This has to be now because of this person, because of this situation. This has to be figured out now. You can't live a moment longer until this is figured out, and that's putting a heavy burden on you, like so much stress. You feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're looking for something else. You need a new opportunity. You need a different job. You need a different place to live. You need a different, I don't know, boyfriend. I don't know. It's like you have to find this new opportunity. You have to find this new manifestation. You have to find this new you have to plan this out. You have to use everything that you can in order to make this happen. I think this 5 of Swords energy is kind of you now too, being like, I have to do what I have to do in order to recover from this. So let's clarify the 10 of Wands. I'm not confused. What is the word I'm looking for? I don't even know why. I'm just like stuttering so bad today. I'm so sorry. I'm like that meme where it's like Joe Biden is giving a speech and then he's like, I don't know. That's me right now. King of Cups. All right. So 10 of Cups. All right. 9 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, I had the feeling, I really did. I had the feeling that for some people it was definitely a sneaky leak type of situation here. A cheater. I feel like for you guys, that's why it has to be now. I feel like this person could definitely live with you. 10 of Cups. You could even have kids with this person for some people in this pile. 9 of Coins in reverse. You could have been financially dependent on this person in some way, shape, or form. Even if you had your own job and your own money, it could have been like this person definitely brought in a lot of the bill money and you just can't do it by yourself. And that's why it's like, it has to be now. This person, I can't be with this person anymore. I have to find my own way. I have to find a new job. I have to find the new housing situation. Like, that's why it's such a stressful, heavy burden, because it needs to be now. Other people, I definitely feel like this could be in a job situation. Once again, I think this is going one of 2 ways. If it's not somebody else who's causing your problems, then I think that you guys are just really putting in overtime right now, trying to get to some other opportunity here, some other type of career opportunity or financial opportunity. The point of, we have 2 cards of you being alone. Even if you don't want to be alone, it's like you just like putting your head down and work. You don't have time for social events. You don't have money for social events. You don't have the energy for social events because you're trying to carry this heavy burden. 9 of coins in reverse. You could be in a very bad financial spot. You could be very dependent on other people for material or financial things, and you're trying to get out of that. It's like you guys are really putting your head down and carrying this weight because you're trying to find your happiness, your future, your fulfillment with the 10 of cups. Again, that temperance in reverse, all or nothing, is just really screaming at me right now. So let's clarify the temperance card. So we have the Page of Swords, 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's all or nothing because you're not gonna, this was supposed to be everything that you ever wanted, and instead it didn't happen the way you thought it would. You're super disappointed, extremely upset. This is like almost depression. That's why it's all or nothing, because you can't live like that anymore. 7 of Wands, it's like, I have to hold my ground. I have to find this new way. I have to learn this new thing. I have to figure out some way right here with the Page of Swords. I have to stay vigilant. I need to find this new opportunity. All right, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles lastly. Look at that, Chariot. Yeah, so I was waiting to say this because I don't know if this is going to be specifically in 3 days. I mean, 3 days is 3 days, you know what I mean? It's not that long of a time. It might feel like the longest time for you guys in this pile because you're carrying such heavy weight, and I'm so sorry that you were put through this, but I do think you're going to get this. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I do think that you're going to get it. Now you have the Chariot, which is somebody who overcomes all obstacles because of their sheer willpower and determination. This is a progress, a positive progress movement forward. I do think you're gonna obtain this pentacle that you're looking for. Let's see what else we got. Look at that King of Coins and the Fool. So I do think that you guys are gonna be able to obtain, like I said, this pentacle that you're looking for. Do I think it's gonna be in 3 days? I don't. I think we're zooming out here. I'm not sure exactly when it would be. I would assume it wouldn't be like too much longer since they're bringing it up, but I do want you guys to know that this weight that you're carrying is worth it because there is good things coming forward for you. There is the new start, the new beginning. I do think there is money and or career things coming in here because of all the work you're doing with the King of Coins. There's security, stability, and just like financial and or material needs being met. For some people, this could even be another person, like a new person coming in to help you. Either way, there's something coming here where you're going to have a new opportunity, especially in the ways of like a material opportunity, a career opportunity, or a financial opportunity. You do have the 4 of Wands in the back of the deck, so this could definitely be a new person that is coming in for some guys, because this is the card of marriage. So this could be, if there was like a sneaky link type situation and you're finally kind of figuring out the truth and maybe even going through the process of forgiveness. I mean, if you want to do that, that's up to you, but I do think that there is a new person coming in eventually with a 4 of Wands here. So don't lose hope, because we do have this King of Coins who could definitely be a earth sign, and then we do have the card of house, home, family, and also marriage. So this wasn't about that sort of situation, then this could definitely be, if some people are looking for some sort of housing, some sort of material type of access to something. I'm thinking housing for a lot of people, but for other people, I do get the sense this might be an event that somehow, some way went south. Maybe you weren't able to book a certain venue or something. I don't know why that's coming through so specifically, but this is just speaking of any sort of building. Okay, so if you're looking for a building of some sort, whether that be a venue or a house or home or whatever, once again, this is going way past 3 days, but I do see it coming in. So just, I know this is gonna feel so heavy and so hard to get through, but I do see it coming in. I can't give you a when, and I don't want to, because I don't want to, you know, get your hopes up for a certain time span, but they are bringing this up specifically for a reason, so I don't think it'll be too much sooner. So just stay strong, okay? For other people, if it's not about a house, a home, a venue, or a marriage, and it's just about something else that you're really trying to go towards, especially if it's like a career type thing or a financial type situation that you're trying your hardest to work towards, just know that is coming in the future with the 4 of Wands, because it is the 1111 card, Make-A-Wish card. It is the card of celebrations, of safety, security, and stability. So I do see something coming in for you guys that is going to be really good. You're going to be really happy with it. It's going to be really celebrated. It's also going to be safe, secure, and stable for you guys as well. So in terms of career, finances, or whatever way this is for you, you're gonna know what you're struggling with. You're gonna know. So I do see over the next 3 days, this 10 of Wands is what's really speaking to me. I do think that is what you're going to really be dealing with over the next 3 days. I know nobody really wants to hear that because it is the card of having to carry such a hard burden, but I think you guys already are carrying this burden, and I think you have been for a little bit. And I also think this will go a little bit past 3 days too. But we do have the Page of Pentacles here in your 3-day reading. So I think there might actually be some sort of clarity or some sort of actual material opportunity or some sort of material help here in the next 3 days too. Some sort of breakthrough with whatever it is that you were dealing with. I do think in the next 3 days, you're going to see some progress on that. If it's going to be the end all be all, I'm not sure, but there is some sort of opportunity or manifestation coming in within the next 3 days. I think that's going to slowly unravel. So let's get into your oracle cards. Let's see what they say. Please give me predictions for the next 3 days for pile 2. Please give me predictions for the next 3 days for pile 2. Look at that. We literally have adaptation and create. So if you guys are trying to create your own business, create your own job, create your own source of income or whatever it may be, then I definitely see that coming in for you guys with the create card right here. The create card is also just speaking of creating your own web of life, if you will. Like taking your fate and your destiny in your own hands. And I think you guys really have done the work, like a lot of work right here with the 10 of Wands. So I do see that all the work that you've done definitely amounting to something here. We also have the adaptation card, which speaks of movement, which is also the Pilgrim card here. So whatever you've been working hard on doing, especially if it involves some sort of moving, whether that be physical movement, like moving to a new home, moving a venue of some sort, maybe even I did say travel and adventure in the beginning, although I think for some people, I don't think it's necessarily that for a lot of people, but if there was any travel or adventure that you were working your ass off to get, know that that is coming in. The adaptation card with the octopus also just speaks of somebody who can get out of a really tight situation. If you ever seen an octopus, it can get out of these like crazy like little holes in a cage, or like they can get out of these little bottles and stuff like that. Like they can get out of the tightest situations like unscathed. So I think although it is, you know, obviously it's something that is causing you a lot of fear, stress, and anxiety, this is definitely saying like you will get through this, you will get through it. And then patience, yeah, it's just saying that there's going to take a little bit more time. I did say that I felt like this is going way past 3 days, so I do think you guys just have to wait a little bit longer. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'm so sorry, I have to read what I actually see. I do think it is going to take a little longer, but just know it is coming. All right, let's get one last card for you guys. Pile 2. Oh, there we go. Meditation, that's interesting. And see what is the next 3 days predictions for you guys in pile 2. So we have compassion, which is nurture, giving, love, life. I think this is speaking of just being more compassionate to yourself, and I think you are so stressed out and taking on so much right here with the 10 of Wands. It's just saying to not be too hard on yourself when things aren't coming in as fast as you want them to or you need them to. And I know that's easy saying from the outside looking in, you know, obviously if you're struggling with like finding housing or something like that, I understand. It's very, very stressful, but just have a little bit more compassion for yourself for not being able to get things faster, because things come in the material world so slow, unfortunately. For some people, this did say forgiveness, so some people in this pile might be having some compassion for others as well, only if you're open to it and only if you are there. But we also had meditation, so I think this is saying if you can slow down a little bit, then to slow down. Kind of work harder, or sorry, work smarter, not harder. This is what it's giving. Take time to really work on you if you can. Have some peace, have some quiet, take a break. I mean, I know, once again, I know you guys are stressed out in this pile. You're carrying a lot. You're carrying the weight of, I don't know where that cut off. I was saying, I know that you guys are stressed out in this pile. I know that you're carrying a lot. I know that you have some heavy burdens. I know you guys are feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, like you're the only way this is going to make it through. However, you know, you don't help anyone else by killing yourself doing it, you know what I mean? So just make sure you take a break, eat, sleep. I know that's not what you want to hear, but yeah. Anyways, that is all I see for you guys in the next 3 days. Thank you guys for watching. If you feel comfortable sharing, like I always say, if you feel comfortable sharing what the situation is and what happened, then let me know down below. It helps me to read better for you guys in the future, but also, like, I'm invested now. I kind of want to know what's up. If you feel comfortable sharing. If not, obviously I understand. Totally cool. I love you guys anyways. I will see you in the next reading. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys. Hello pile 3. If you chose this card right here with the Kairos, then this is your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't try to make a message fit for you that doesn't fit. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled your tarot cards. I also had a couple of these fall out. I tried to get one for each pile and more than one came out for each pile, so that goes that. But anyways, so we're gonna start with the oracle cards and then we'll get to the tarot cards, which I've also pre-pulled right here. And on camera, I will be pulling some more oracle cards and some clarifiers. So let's see what the next 3 days have in store for you. Get the next 3 days predictions for you guys in pile 3. All right, so we have the Kairos card. We also got Orphan. Oh, I get it, and the Sword. Okay. Interesting. Look how dull this is compared to these. So the Kairos card is all about divine timing, and specifically it speaks of auspicious times. So I feel like something is opening up for you guys with the Kairos card here. Like I said, the Kairos card is all about divine timing. This is not something that could be forced. This is not something that can be necessarily changed. I mean, we all have free will, but it's just not something that you can command, right? This is something, it's very woo-woo. It's very divine feminine is what I should say. It's very much divine timing, just having the universe, if you want to say, kind of be in your favor. I don't know if you guys look at astrology readings, the planets and stuff like that. It's like feeling like that sort of thing where like the planets are just in your favor. Like I said, it's very woo-woo, but that is what the Kairos card is. It's all about time and timelessness and not being able to command time or force something, you know? No person can stop time or command something to happen. We have free will, we can make things happen, but there's something here, there's something bigger at play for your pile specifically that is opening up with this Kairos card. Because as you can see, finally you're seeing through in this animal's looking back at you. This is the time. Finally, you're able to see what you've been missing or what you haven't been able to obtain. Finally, things are going to start making sense to you. And with the Orphan card, I feel like you guys have had to go without for a while, for a long time probably, with this card coming up with that. You might have felt abandoned either by the universe, by God, by actual people around you. You might have literally been abandoned by people who were supposed to take care of you with the orphan card right here. But I think in general it's more of the energy of the orphan, somebody who doesn't have enough, somebody who wasn't taken cared for, somebody who is left behind. And there's a decision to be made with the Sword. I think the Sword also speaks of, it kind of reminds me of the Ace of Swords, also being finally able to see the truth, finally being able to break through something, and a decision needs to be made. So let's see what the heck this is all about. Alright, so the tarot cards for the next 3 days, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Ah, it's something you've been working on, like steadily, consistently working on for a long time. And I feel like no matter how much you've tried to work on it, no matter how much you've tried to break through to the next level, you were never able to see rewards. Let's see. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Feeling neglected, feeling dependent, feeling cut off, detached. And the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Things clearing up. Yeah, I really feel like you guys in this pile have been really trying your hardest to be freed from something. This could actually be financial freedom. You could have been working diligently on a sort of job, a career, trying to get to a financial place. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you could have been trying to become your own boss, to get a promotion, just to live a really good life of luxury, a life that you love living, you know what I mean? Not only is this person in the Nine of Pentacles wealthy, she's also very independent. She's not dependent on other people for her money. I mean, that doesn't mean that you don't have a boss in some cases, but she is very a independent person, independent thinker, but she's also somebody who gets to enjoy the really beautiful things in life because of everything she's created and everything she's built. So this is somebody who lives a life of luxury, but also is able to really enjoy life, you know what I mean? There's so many people who are in a better financial place and they still aren't enjoying the beauties of life. And that's not what this is saying whatsoever. This is saying that you finally are able to enjoy the beauties of life. I think for most people in this pile, it is financial. It definitely is financial. So anything that stems with finances and material items. So that could be career things. That could just be finances in general. It could be speaking of house and home. There's just something that you've been working really diligently on that you haven't been able to get a breakthrough. In the next 3 days, I think you guys are going to see some sort of breakthrough. Now, is it going to be the crazy breakthrough that you've been waiting for? No, because it's only 3 days. I think it's going to be easier, is what I'm saying. In the next 3 days specifically, I think you guys are used to conflict. I think you guys are used to something pushing back on you, and that's why you have to try that much harder. Well, there's not going to be a pushback this time. 5 of Swords in reverse. This is going to be something that comes easy to you. So you're going to put in as much effort as you've been putting in and expecting the little amount of rewards or no rewards, and instead you're going to get something greater. Does that make sense? Because there's not the pushback. I mean, it's only 3 days, so this could be something like, for example, I'm a social media person, so this could be something like me posting on social media and it actually gets twice the amount of views than it normally would. Does that make any sense? So it might not be something that's super crazy, but the thing with Kairos is this is about divine timing. So of course in 3 days this isn't going to unfold, but I think the point is that over the next 3 days, you're going to see how easy it is to do something that you've been trying to do all along. And this time it's just going to go so smoothly. It's going to like almost slide into your lap. You're going to be like, huh? It's going to be the littlest of wins, it feels like, but it's going to be so refreshing because you're so used to the pushback. I think the reason that they're bringing this up for you guys and they want you to be aware of this is because they're trying to tell you that this is how it's going to be from now on. Pile is a little bit more, I hate saying woo-woo, but I mean, you guys are spiritual people, so I'm assuming if you're watching a tarot video. I try to make my readings as brought down to reality as I can, right? I'm a Pisces, so my readings used to be very high in the sky, up in the air. I realized after reading for so long that my readings were a little bit, how do I explain it? They're a little too up in the air. They weren't really brought back down to reality. So although what I was reading was definitely what I was feeling, it was way too spiritual, and I don't mean that in a bad way. For me personally, I wanted to bring it back into like something that people can understand, something that people can see or they can have proof of, right? You can't really have proof of things, certain things that people talk about in readings if they're spiritual and things like that. Does that make any sense? Like, because it's all up to interpretation. It's all up to what you believe in, what you feel and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's not valid. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. It's just me living my life for a certain way for so long. I decided that I wanted to try and make my readings be a little bit more back down in reality, where people could actually have hopefully be able to help solve real world problems. I love spiritual readings as well, but I was trying to help people with real world things that are like right in front of them, and that's why I tried to bring my readings back down. Why am I telling you this? Because this reading is not like that. This is very spiritual, divine timing over here with the Kairos. This is feeling more like so to give you another example, I have to keep using myself as an example because I'm sorry, this is the only example I can have. But to give an example, I am a Leo rising, right? And if you are into astrology, if you follow astrologers, then you would know Leo risings right now, all Leo placements, but especially Leo rising in August when I'm filming this, it's supposed to be a super auspicious time for Leos, right? It's giving that sort of vibe. That's what it's giving. It's not going to make sense on paper. I'll try to get some clarifiers to see what is up, why maybe there's less friction now, why all of a sudden it's being opened up, but it's feeling more something that isn't as explainable. It's feeling a lot more of a spiritual reason and divine timing sort of reason. So you want to believe it's the planets or the universe or whatever you want to believe. I'm not sure, but there is something here that is greater than you and me that is opening up this path. And I'm not saying that it's just being like plopped in your lap. You guys have been doing the work. Knight of Pentacles, you've been consistently doing the work diligently over time, and I feel like you haven't seen results over time, and you still kept at it. You still kept trying. You still kept trying to move forward. Sorry, I just stuttered so bad. But yeah, this is not something that's just coming out of nowhere for you guys. It's just for some reason there was the pushback, and I don't know why there was a pushback, but there was a pushback. Maybe some people in this pile were going through their dark night of soul. Maybe some people in this pile were going through their Saturn return. I don't know. I really don't know. It feels like throughout life, especially in terms of money, material items, career, you were left behind, orphan. I think something over the next 3 days is opening up for you guys. This could even be like the moon cycle, to be honest. I don't know why I'm getting the moon energy right now. I am filming this on the day of the full moon in Aquarius, so I don't think that's when it's going to be up though, but this could be something to do with like that, you know what I mean? If you look at astrology and astrologers, they'll tell you where the moon is going through in your chart, and they can give pretty accurate predictions based off of like what phase the moon's in, what sign the moon's in, and where it's going through in your chart, and what, you know, might be happening in your life around that time. That's how it feels, okay? So if you're not into that, I'm sorry, but this is how it feels to me. And I think because this is going to go so smooth now, you guys are so much faster going to go from this to this. I think you guys have been in this for a long time with little to no rewards, and all of a sudden it's going to be like 0 to 60 over here, which is beautiful, amazing. All right, so let me clarify the Knight of Pentacles for you guys, and we'll get some clarifiers and see how deep we can figure this out. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords, transition. What did I say? The 6 of Swords specifically is somebody transitioning from really hard, choppy water that's really hard to navigate, into clear, beautiful, serene, peaceful water, calm water that's really easy to just slide through, to canoe through or boat through. That's how it's going to feel. You still have to do the boating, you still have to do the rowing, but because you're not rowing in a storm anymore, you're going to get where you need to go so much faster. This is wild. We have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, averting disaster. I don't think you're going to... Judgment. What did I say? What did I say? Yeah, this is avoiding more tower moments. You're not gonna... I'm not gonna say you're never gonna have another tower moment, but you're used to the tower moments, it feels like, in this pile. You're used to tower moments. You're used to destruction. You're used to upheaval. You're used to things going so terribly wrong no matter how hard you try to make them right. I feel like with the orphan card, you're like, what did I do wrong? You know what I mean? Like an orphan... An orphan normally is a child, an innocent person, right? Who didn't do anything wrong, and yet they still have to face the brunt of the realities of the world. I'm not saying like everybody's perfect or anything in this pile, it's not what I'm saying at all, but it's like you just felt like it was disproportionate compared to what you had been going through, and the lack of rewards and everything like that. I feel like there was a lot of big tower moments in your life, more than most people. A lot of loss, a lot of having to go without, a lot of having to fight for yourself. And this is being released, completely released. You're being transitioned into this smooth, calm, easygoing place where things can get done so much easier. Judgment card speaks of leaving behind the past, closing old doors for good, and rising up further to your purpose. Maybe that's why this pile is so spiritual. Are you guys trying to do like a spiritual business, or trying to do something where you help others in some way, shape, or form? It doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but I feel like you're being guided, or you're being released from this hardship, these hard energies, because you're being brought up to do something more, something better, something that helps others. Yeah, I think whatever you guys are trying to do is going to be seen by others, and that's why this is so important too. I don't know. Let's see what the Knight of Coins say. Look at that. The Knight of Coins in reverse and the Page of Coins in reverse. It's like no matter how much you guys have been consistent, steady, had routines, no matter how hard you've tried to work on something, no matter how long you've tried to work on something, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow fucking knight, the slowest knight in the whole deck, right? It's like there was no rewards. Page of Coins in reverse. Lost opportunities, lost money. Knight of Coins in reverse. Inconsistent results. It's like being on a roller coaster, it feels like, in this pile. It's interesting. All right, can we clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse? Okay, so Page of Swords in reverse. This is more than I wanted. The Star in reverse. Yeah, you felt like you were vulnerable, detached from yourself. You just lost hope. You lost faith. There might have been some cynicism here with the Page of Swords in reverse. Maybe even some negative and or bad self-talk. If not from you specifically, it could have even been from people around you, for sure. That kind of made you feel like you had to close yourself off, close your creativity down, close your sense of expression down, close your emotions down. close your intuition down. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. And for some reason, maybe there was mean things said, maybe people put you down, maybe it was yourself, your own self-talk, negative beliefs, things like that. It's just like there's a loss of hope here. You have no hope, no faith. And I think it was because, I think you guys did have hope and faith, but because it just felt like something was always dragging you back and dragging you down, and you couldn't explain it. And I can barely explain it because it feels like it was like, I don't want to say karma, but past life karma maybe? I'm not sure. And listen, like I said, I gave you that whole spiel in the beginning about how I like to read my cards now, because I hate giving people this type of reading. I don't hate it. Let me rephrase it. I'm just, because like, we can all sit here and say it's past life karma, and who's gonna know if it actually is? You know what I mean? It's just so hard to put that into like terms that you could do something with, which is why I don't normally say stuff like that. But this is really feeling like it's something like that was, you couldn't, or it was really hard for you to get through. I shouldn't say you couldn't get through, but something that was just like the universe had its own timing for you, and it wasn't the time. But yeah, once again, you had the 5 of Swords in reverse. Now you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. There isn't going to be the competition. There isn't going to be the battles anymore. There isn't going to be the hostilities anymore. You aren't going to have to fight. I'm not saying you're not going to have to do work, obviously, but I think you guys enjoy this work that you're doing, because it's the 9 of Pentacles. She enjoys what she's done. She enjoys the life she made for herself. But there's always been the conflict, the battle, the fight. There's always been resistance. And look at that. It goes from releasing that to like, boom, springing forward. 0 to 60 here. This pile is going to go 0 to 60. Once again, in the next 3 days, I think you're just being released from this energy. And if you can, I keep going back to astrology, because I feel like that's one of the main ways that I personally can look into these more spiritual aspects and see some sort of concrete proof or evidence of what I'm getting intuitively. However, yeah, if you guys want to, or you can look up astrology things, I would definitely do that. Usually your rising sign is how you're going to do that. So if you don't know what time you were born, that might not help you at all. But if you could do that, this could definitely answer the questions, because I'm not sure what's being released here and why, but it's being released. Can we clarify the 9 of Pentacles? The truth is being revealed. All or nothing. Yeah, this is all or nothing with Temperance in reverse. 4 of Swords. Something finally being released and being able to be resting. And once again, this is not saying that you're not going to be working or you're not going to be doing anything, but it's just you're going to have time to rest now. I feel like you guys might not have had time to rest too much before. And even if you had physical time to rest, you might not have mentally been able to rest here, but you might even be able to go on vacation, stuff like that with the 4 of Swords right here. Taking a break from whatever this is, because things are just going to go a lot smoother. There's a truth you're going to see here. Can we clarify the 7 of Swords? Look at that, decisions being made. This is the Sword card right here, the 2 of Swords and the Sword. What are they going to see the truth of? The end of the cycle. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're going to see that it wasn't just you. I'm not saying that you did everything right and that you didn't have stuff to learn throughout this process. Of course you did. Everybody needs to be humble, to be teachable, you know what I mean? To be willing to improve themselves, of course. But I don't say this often, but it wasn't just you. There was something else here. And you're going to see the truth that this cycle is over. You're going to see how easy things are going to come to you now. This abundance, this money, this career opportunity, whatever it is that you're looking for. And I think it's definitely like in a physical manner. You're going to see the physical results, the material results for what you have been hoping to get, and you're going to see how easy it comes. The end of the cycle, this cycle is over. You're not going to repeat this karma. You're not going to repeat this, whatever this is over here, this Kairos energy. I don't know if it was like Daddy Saturn teaching you a lesson, but it's done. It's over. You learned it, okay? Queen of Wands, you're going to see the truth of how powerful you are, how confident you are, how charismatic you can be. You're going to see the truth of how good your creations are, even if it's not like art or any sort of creation like that. Whatever it is, the ideas you come up with, the visions that you have, they're going to be beautiful, wonderful, and loved creations, 100%. I think you're going to be way more confident in yourself. I think there's going to be a lot of validation, not just from you and your own stuff, but also outside validation for sure. Queen of Wands is somebody that people look at and people want to be. They want to be friends with. They want to look like her. They want to be like her. Things like that. So next with the 9 of Pentacles right here, like this is a beautiful, beautiful card. This is also really auspicious if you guys have been trying to work on anything like content creation or starting your own business, somebody who is an entrepreneur or something like that, a creator in any way, shape, or form, somebody who's seen publicly. Once again, I feel like your stuff's going to be seen publicly. Just know that from here on out, when you're watching this video, if you are intuitively called to this pile, that from here on out, something's going to be lifted and it's going to be so much easier to get the results that you want, and good results. Like this is like the 9 of Pentacles, right? So it's not just like reaping some rewards here and there. This is like luxury, financial independence. Very Venetian energy, very Venus Empress energy here. So yeah, I told you these were expanding way past 3 days. I go to do a 3-day reading expecting, like, you know, just, I don't know, most people in 3 days, what do? You go to work, come home, maybe you do something fun one of the days, but I didn't think anything that crazy was going to come out, and instead in all these piles, I've gotten like these crazy things, so I'm like crazy in a good way. So yeah, that's basically all I can say. Whenever you're watching this, if you feel called to create something, to post something online, if you feel called to continue to work on something, whatever you've been working on here, you're gonna know what this is. This is something you've been working on for a while, consistently trying to get through. Whatever that is, just know that from here on out, it's going to be so much easier for you. The rewards are going to come in fast and so much easier. I don't know how much longer you have to keep working, I can't say that, but just know that there will be rewards, whereas before you were left out, you were left without. There's not going to be this Towers moments anymore with whatever this is. You're not going to have the struggle as you were. You're going to be rising up to this new chapter, to this new start in life, to this new position in life, and I think it's going to be really beautiful with the Judgment card here. So yeah, let's get some oracle cards for you guys and see what they say. We get predictions for the next 3 days for pile 3. Rest, inspire, kindness. Yeah, look at that. Kindness, rest also. We had rest right here too. I do think that you're finally going to be able to you know what, this is giving, if somebody, especially if you've been working jobs where you've had to actually show up and be there and it's been like, you know, not really paying financially and stuff like that, this is giving somebody who can make maybe passive income or just income where they can kind of do whatever they want, go wherever they want. That's what it's kind of giving. Once again, do I think that's going to happen in the next 3 days? No, but I think it's going to be, the pathway is going to be open for you guys. Heal. Look at that. Inspire. What did I say? Especially if you guys want to be seen in some way, shape, or form, especially if you have been working on that too, as a career type opportunity or whatever it may be. Just know that your work is meant to be seen by other people, and I think that's why it's opening up for you guys. I think this ties into kind of your life purpose and your life destiny. I know that sounds dramatic, but this is really what I'm getting here. You should see what your life path is too, if you guys know how to look that up. I'm a life path 8, and this is giving like that sort of vibes, because it does have like a lot of riches to rags, it feels like. So you should see what your life path is and see what that's about. Let's get one more card for you guys, and then we'll wrap this reading up for the next 3 days. We get predictions for the next 3 days for pile 3. So, okay, well that was 4. That was not what I meant to do. That is creepy. Look what's on the back of the deck. Do you see that? I literally felt the need to say what I said about your life path, your life calling, and it literally says 30 direction, true calling, life path. Okay, so now you need to look up your life path, because I think this is like what ties into it. And I don't know why certain people are held more to like this sort of standard than others. I have no idea. Some people say it's because of what reincarnation you're on. I don't know, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. So if you feel called to look up your life path, I would, because it's very interesting to me. Peaceful. Tranquility, higher self, peace, evoke. I think that that's what you guys have wanted, is peace. Oh yeah, we keep getting the rest cards too. Thought that was physical rest, but now I'm looking at it. I mean, it could definitely be physical rest. I think you've been working your ass off with whatever this is, but I think it's more about peace. 100%, like peace of mind. Yeah, being able to create the life you love and the way you want to do it. I think you guys do want to be like kind of in a peaceful way, in a peaceful manner. You got meditation too. You guys need to let me know down below. I feel like you guys, I mean, all the people who watch, or most of the people who watch, are somewhat spiritual, I would assume, because they're watching tarot card reading. But I feel like you guys are like way more spiritual, and that's why this is coming up, because there's something that you do that needs to be seen. It's like in you reaching this 9 of Pentacles, you're helping the collective, is what it feels like. Echoes, ancient culture, roots, customs. Didn't I say something about past life karma or generational karma? Generational trauma, whatever it is. I don't know if I said generational, but I did say past life. This is what it's giving. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me in the comments because I'm like, huh? And then finally duality. Duality, self-awareness, observe, release. Yeah, I think this is all about you guys being self-aware, like I said before. And also kind of trusting your intuition, because with this card, divine timing, it's just like you're not really gonna know for sure what time is right, but listening to yourself, your own inner voice, because you guys are definitely like a spiritual pilot, feels like. And with you guys getting to this point, I feel like it's going to help others. I really do. I really do. Anyways, that is all I see for you guys in pile 3, the next 3 days-ish. I think that went way further than 3 days, but it is what it is. Once again, if you guys know like anything that I was talking about right here, definitely let me know down below, because I would love to hear it. I was putting the cards away and I kind of like lost my train of thought. I was saying I definitely could use the clarification. If you know like what life path you are or anything like that, or if this resonated at all with what was going on with you, you guys let me know down below, because I would love to know, and it helps me read better for future readings for you guys as well. But yeah, that's all I see for you guys in pile 3. I hope you guys like this. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.